Awakening, 2 words, change everything. I can, 2 words, just 2 words. Yet an entire life fits inside them. A life in which you come first. Think about it. When was the last time you said to yourself, not to anyone else, not to seek approval, but to yourself, out loud or in a whisper? I can, not I'll try, not if it works out, not whatever others say. Simply, I can. Today, I want to talk to you about exactly that. About 2 words that have the power to change how you see yourself, your life, and your right to live it the way you choose. My dears, true self-love doesn't begin with a mask or a smile for the public. It begins with one simple choice: the choice to love yourself and to say, I can. I can be with someone or be alone. Both are not a tragedy. Both are a right. The right to choose who you let into your space. I can be beautiful in my own way. Not according to the standards of glossy magazines, not through a phone filter. In my own way, meaning the way my body feels, my soul feels, my morning without makeup feels. I don't have to meet anyone else's beauty standards. Those standards are written by people who want you to feel forever not enough. But you are enough, right now, exactly as you are. I can choose the rules of my own life. Rules are not a prison. They are your own compass. You can wake at 5 a.m. or at noon. You can work on weekends or rest all week. You can build a career or build a home. All of this, your rules. I can choose the rhythm of my own time. Nothing is ever too early or too late. Everyone has their own time. Your time is right now, not someday, now. When the world says no to you, but here is what happens. Every time you say I can't, someone is sure to say, no, you cannot. Sometimes it is your mother's voice, the one who wanted stability for you and doesn't believe in your dream. Sometimes it is a partner who fears your strength and so calls it selfishness. Sometimes it is society, which mapped out your life's timetable long before you were born. Married at 25, a child by 27. Everything else can wait. And you begin to doubt. You begin to say yes where every part of you is screaming no. You begin to smile when you want to cry, to run when you want to stand still, to stay silent when you have something to say. This is where the conflict lives, not outside, inside, between who you truly are and who others want you to be. You can be funny, silly, crazy, bright, sad, and joyful all at once, and all of it is you, alive, real, beautifully complicated you. But somewhere along the way, someone told you, be one thing, be convenient, be predictable, not too much, not too bright, not too loud, and you believe them. That is the most expensive lie we ever buy. The price is yourself. Returning to yourself. Now, stop. Look at yourself, not at the reflection in someone else's eyes, at yourself, the real you. The one who feels things more deeply than most, the one who carries an entire world inside, the one who is tired of pretending not to care. Right now, you can choose differently. I can disagree. I can say no, even when everyone around me is hoping for my yes. I can cry when everyone is numb, when everyone is laughing. I can stand still when everyone is running. I can be silent when everyone is speaking. I can speak out when everyone is silent. This is not stubbornness. This is honesty. Honesty with yourself. And that is the bravest thing you can ever do in this life. I can set boundaries, even with the people closest to me. A boundary is not a wall. It is a fence with a gate. You decide who gets to open it. You can love your mother and still not let her run your life. You can have friends and still not dissolve into them. You can be in a relationship and still remain yourself. I can be not the best. I can be good enough for myself. And you know what? That is enough. The world sells us the idea that we must be the best, first, faster, higher, stronger. But what if good enough is not a defeat, but a liberation? I can leave and start over. Even if it took years to get here, even if it seemed there was no way back, even if everyone said, "You have already invested so much. What you have invested in the past does not mean you must stay there." Leaving is not losing. It's refusing to keep paying for something that is destroying you. I can listen to myself. Not to internet advice, not to a friend's opinion, not to a parent's fears, to myself, my body, my heart, the voice inside. That voice never lies. You have simply forgotten how to hear it, because for so many years you were hearing everyone else's. I can take care of myself. Not as the last one in line, as the most important person in my own life, because you are that person. You can be the most sensitive, accepting, and closest person to yourself. I choose myself, always. Self-love begins with the words, "I can," not someday. Not after you lose the weight, get married, earn the money, prove yourself now, in this body, in this life, on this morning. You can be with someone or be alone. You can be beautiful in your own way. You can choose the rules and rhythm of your life. You can take your time and never be too late. You have your own timing. You can be funny, wild, tender, and strong all at once. You can disagree. You can say no. You can cry, stand still, leave, begin again. You can set boundaries, even with the people you love. You can be not the best and be enough for yourself. You can listen to yourself, take care of yourself, and be the closest person to yourself. Because all of this begins with 2 words, and those 2 words are yours, always. ICAN. If today's video stirred something in you, write to me in the comments. Just write, "I can." And with that, you have already begun. Subscribe if you haven't yet. This is a space where you are loved exactly as you are. Until we meet again, my dears. With love, Roblina.